welcome back to my channel. Today's video I have for you my September favorites. I have been very behind on a lot of my videos. Yes. But I am trying to work this out for you because I want to get some videos out for you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do like Halloween themed videos, but I'll try, but no promises, obviously. Let's get into this. I'm gonna do my my September favorites for you guys. I have quite a few things right here in front of me that I'm going to share with you. Let's start with my book favorites, and the book that I'm going to talk about today is the Wonder Woman novel, Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. And I think this book was amazing, and I jumped on the bandwagon. Obviously, I am into superheroes. I love superhero movies, but I was never like a comic kind of person. I was more of like a manga person. If you would have asked me in like junior high and elementary school, I read a lot of manga. I watched a lot of anime. Moving on. But Wonder Woman, when the movie came out, I started reading about like the different Wonder Woman lore, the different like versions of Wonder Woman comics, and like stuff that was going on in the DC universe with Wonder Woman, which I thought was amazing. And I really never got into like comic books just because manga was always very prominent in my life. But because of the Wonder Woman movie, I fell in love with the character. That whole movie I just got onto like this really big Wonder Woman kick. And I kept on seeing this everywhere when I went to the bookstore, everywhere, because I went like every week. I'm a very big like YA person, but I'm more of like a high fantasy YA person. Yes, I'm not a realistic YA person. I'm a high fantasy YA person. So getting into this, I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I mean, I really love the movie, but I picked this up anyways because I found it at Costco and it was like $10. It was cheaper than it was at the bookstore. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I have a pile of books hanging out right there, but I'm going to pick up another book. Who knows? Whatever. And I started reading this, and I think it's because I've never read Six of Crows. I've never read the Grisha trilogy from Leigh Bardugo, but it has been on my list for a really long time. But when I started reading this, I was just like, this is amazing, and it has nothing to do with the movie plot or anything like that. So it's set in present time. They're like 16, 17 in this book, and it's set in present time. And I think Leigh Bardugo, it's her own interpretation of the story, so I think she did an amazing job with this. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because I do want you to pick it up. If you're interested in DC, if you're interested in learning in a different story from Wonder Woman, I thought that Leigh did a really great job with this story, and it has interested me. They're doing like a DC Icons like thing, and they have like powerhouse YA writers writing for these, so I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for Catwoman from Sarah J Maas. That one's gonna be amazing because Sarah J Maas is amazing. But this has definitely inspired me to pick up a bunch of the other books by Leigh Bardugo, but whatever. And I'm gonna start reading hopefully the Grisha trilogy and Six of Crows soon because I keep on seeing so much stuff on Tumblr. But if you're looking for kind of like a DC read or something that's going to be in the vein of Wonder Woman or in the vein of like superheroes, this is a really great book. I think that she describes her interpretation of Wonder Woman is beautifully done. I have fucking dog-eared pages that I just love rereading because I think she said things so beautifully. So great book, great addition to my collection. Love this guy. I am rambling. That one was long. Okay. The next favorite that I have, we're going to go into kind of like planner stationery favorites. The first one is like this notebook because I think it's really cute, and because the paper, I'm a really big paper kind of person. Obviously, if you don't understand what that means, I care about like the grit, not technically like the number of the grit, but I care about how thick paper is, and I care about how like pens write on it. Honestly, I'm a little bit of like I'm really picky because of it, but still, I love these notebooks. I think they're really super cute, especially since they have the cutest pattern. It's got like cactuses and pineapples and pizzas, and I feel like if you were going to describe me on anything, this is it. This is me. But the main thing that I'm talking about is the grit of this paper. It's so thick and it's so comfortable to write on. None of my pens bleed through. I can write on the back and the front of pages, and it's still going to look really great, so I'm happy about that. I'm so picky. And it's from the Clementine Paper Incorporation. I found this in TJ Maxx, but they do have this same thing at TJ Maxx and Marshalls because obviously they're like a brother company, sister company. But if you guys are interested in paper, and if you're picky like me about the paper that you write on, Clementine Paper Company. I've even used like their notepads, and they're super thick paper, really great quality, and their notebooks and their pads are super affordable if you can find them at TJ Maxx, Home Goods, or Marshalls. The next favorite that I have for you is another planner favorite, kind of like a planner stationery favorite, obviously, but it's super affordable if you guys are into those. I think in one of my past favorites, I had the midliners, and they are the like big, they're from Japan. They're like these big midliners, and they're $5, $10, $15, $14 for like 15 pieces, which is quite expensive because that means they're like $1 something a piece. But if you guys are interested in something else, but that is very cheap and gives you a really great plethora of colors, I would definitely go with this guy. It is the Crayola Super Tips. And this is a pack of 50 and it comes for $6.99, so it's super affordable and easily attainable, so you don't have to even order it on Amazon like I had to do with those midliners. I get such a great selection of colors in this, so I'm okay with that, not having that like super thin tip that the midliners have, because this gives me so many colors to play with, so many options, and it is only $6.99 for 50 pieces, so obviously amazing. Next favorite that I have, I'm going to get into kind of like a super random favorite, but I've had this for a couple months and I've gotten so much use out of it, and I got this as a present from Dylan. I have the box up here with me because the thing is downstairs, but I'm not going to bring it upstairs. It's a waste of time. The thing that I'm talking about is this electric takoyaki pan that Dylan got me off Amazon. Dylan, if you're listening, best present ever, because Dylan knows that I love takoyaki, and I honestly hinted really hard that I wanted this. And it is a takoyaki pan. It is electric, so that I can just like cook it on a surface, cook it wherever I want, just bring the whole thing with me, and it's amazing. Takoyaki is so simple to make. It's so easy. Cute little like octopus pancakes with a bunch of little toppings, and I've used this almost every weekend since he got it for me, and it is honestly the best present he's given me. I love him, but he knows the way to my heart. This guy is so good. I've got a million uses out of it already. My family and then my coworkers really love the takoyaki that I make. I can bring this whole pan thing and make it at work if I want to. So super great addition. Loved this for the month of September, and I am going to continue to get a ton of use out of this. Next couple favorites are the last few things, and they are all makeup favorites. I only have a couple things, so no worries. It's not going to take forever. But the first makeup favorite I was able to use at the very beginning of September, but towards the end of September, it was not happening because I got such a big tan while I was in Mexico on vacation with Dylan. So it is this right here. This foundation is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Foundation, and I have it in Pecan, and I love this foundation. When I was able to use it at the beginning of the month, it looked amazing. I loved the finish of it. It was so pretty. It made my skin look super smooth, and it's super affordable for like $13 or $14. I need water. I love this foundation, and honestly, I can't wait for myself to get a little bit lighter just because my tan is still very prominent from vacation. I cannot use this, so I am going to include a little like montage at the end of this video of my vacation, because that was a very big part of September for me, especially since Dylan and I do the long distance relationship thing. So spending a lot of time with him during that was really amazing, super fun, and the resort we were staying at was so pretty. But moving on, the second kind of like, I have a bunch of like face favorites right now. The second face favorite I have right now is the LA Girl Pro Face HD Definition Matte Pressed Powder. I've been using this for my to set my foundation just because I am quite a little bit darker than I usually am, and it helps. It doesn't give you like a ton of color. It's more of like a darker shade translucent for me, but I love the way this sets my powder or my face. It makes sure that my face stays the whole day and my foundation looks really great still underneath it. Next favorite that I have is a concealer. The concealer that I'm using is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I have it in medium dark number 1 in Biscuit. I love this. I love that you really don't need a lot and it still covers so much, and you get such great coverage from this. I only use it to highlight underneath my eyes, get rid of my bags a little bit, and then highlight on the high points of my face. So this has been great, really awesome, even lasted me so well in Mexico. The next favorite I have is this. This has been a lifesaver just because I did get a lot darker than I was before I left. It is the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in Warmth. And I've been using this with a lot of my foundations just so I can get a little bit warmer color from the foundations I'm using. It doesn't mess with the formula of it at all, and I think it adds enough warmth. It adds enough warmth that my foundations, I don't have to go out and buy a new foundation just because I'm a little bit darker right now. Another favorite that I have, I think this is my last one. The last favorite that I have is this guy right here, Academy of Colors Strobe and Glow 4 shade palette, and I have it right here. It comes with 4 different highlighting shades. It's from mine's really messy. It's from Academy of Color. It comes with 4 different shades. They look like this right here. They have like a white shade right here that's called Luster. This one is Sunset. It's kind of like a light champagne. Goddess, which is a little bit more bronze, and then right here on the side is Glow. I think these are really beautiful. I've been using these 3. Obviously this one's a little bit harder for me to use because I'm a bit darker, but I love these highlights. I think they're really beautiful. I am wearing them on my skin today. It looks very stark. You don't have to tell me that, I know. And I honestly did not put a lot on. It's just I couldn't even try to like blend it out a little bit, so this is how it ended up staying. Whatever. But that highlight palette is really great. I think that it's awesome that I got so many great highlights in one palette. I got this at Kohl's for $13, so it's super affordable for a little highlight palette that you can throw in your makeup bag and get out of the place. And that is the end of my favorites. Hopefully I did not speed talk through all of that and you can understand what I'm saying. But thank you guys for staying and watching my monthly favorites videos. It is the end of September. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I would love for you guys to join the family. Add your additional favorites in the comments down below if you guys are interested. I'd love to hear those from you guys. Also, if you would like, check out my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Tumblr. All of those are super great if you want to get a little bit more contact from me. If you're interested in what I'm looking at on Tumblr, I think that's where I post the most or reblog the most because it's so easy. Okay, but I'm a really big like book nerd person when I reblog, so be wary of that. But thank you guys for watching again. I will see you guys later. Again, I love you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
It's raining. It's really pretty though. It's so hot here that my lens keeps on steaming up.